Well, it is Friday the 13th, and we've got a spooky drink for you.
Yeah, actually, it's just kind of a riff on an old-fashioned, because we were like, well, these movies are very classic. Friday the 13th is classic, so it should have a classic cocktail to go with it. But of course, there's one thing that separates Friday the 13th from a lot of other classic movies.
The day of the week.
The blood.
The blood.
So we are bringing in blood in the form of blood orange syrup and also some cherry syrup to look a little extra bloody.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if we've really used blood orange that much here before.
No,
I don't think we have.
I think we did some very early drinks that had a little bit of blood orange. But honestly, you can kind of riff any old fashioned if you just switch out the syrup. Like if you, in an old fashioned, it's bourbon, simple syrup, and Angostura bitters, right? So you could sub any syrup and any bitters to mix and match and make your own fancy things. That's why all these bars are like $23 for the winter old fashioned, but it's just like cranberry syrup instead of regular syrup.
I like to do the toasted marshmallow syrup with the chocolate bitters, or I've been doing root beer bitters with vanilla. Oh yeah, s'mores, root beer. Yeah. I'm just in a mode where I'm not really into as like super fruity drinks, so I was a little hesitant when we said this one, but the test came out really good.
Yeah, so that's why a couple of other things that we're doing differently from a regular old fashioned, we're using the black walnut bitters. And I know that sounds like, oh,
crazy, cuckoo.
What does that smell like? But if you literally smell them, it has just sort of like a brown sugar spiced flavor. It's not as nutty as you'd expect. It's not like peanut butter or an almond or anything. It's very molassesy.
Yeah.
So we're using those to sort of give that like deep intensity, and also we are going to smoke it with some hickory smoke. So this is more like a campfire smell than you'd get from like a cherry or an apple wood smoke. Those are more in your fruity zones, and this is more traditional. Rome is burning in, in Epcot.
Epcot.
Spaceship Earth.
Epcot.
So, should we get started?
I think we should. Let's just do it before our luck turns on us.
We are...
I'm scared.
You're going to make a lot of luck jokes this whole time.
Sure am.
We are using the Evan Williams
You can bet on it.
Single barrel vintage. Today, these are, if you're looking to diversify but don't want to spend a lot of money, you can get the Evan Williams single barrel. It says the year that it was barreled on the bottle. So this one was it says put in oak in 2014. And
so that one came out in 2019?
This one just came out now.
Oh, okay.
It says it was barreled 7/7/14, and it gives you all of the barreling information. And these, I notice, are better based on the season. So the winter ones are like more grassy and not as vanilla caramel flavors, where the summer fall are very like vanilla forward.
I like those ones.
So, and this is a summer, so we're using a summer.
Summer!
Of course, like any sensible person.
2 ounces of bourbon. I mean, you're going to die by the end of the movie anyway. 2 ounces of bourbon. How much of the syrup are we using?
1 ounce of syrup.
And we're using the Monin again.
This is the Monin.
I do feel like blood orange is a solid one because you can make a pretty good margarita with that one too.
You can make anything with this
Gin
one,
drinks, I bet, would be good in that too.
Yeah. This is great with, like if you were to make a gin drink with some Italicus and this stuff.
That sounds really good.
Or some Saint Germain and this
stuff. We're doing 4 dashes of the black walnut bitters.
But you know what? I feel like that's pretty common with anything other than standard Angostura.
Yeah, you want to
like
pump
if
it
you're
up.
using the Angostura, like 2 dashes is good. But any of the flavored ones, you need to like.
Yeah, it's usually what I do with like the chocolate ones.
Then
we shake, but you have to watch your back while you do it. Because I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Look at these cute little glasses.
I love these little glasses, yeah. They're so cute. They're like miniature balloon glasses.
For 50 cents at a thrift store.
Yeah, that's a cute glass.
Of course.
A bulbous.
A nice ice ball that we're going to put in there. And then I did some cherry juice. Just like some of this little syrup business over the ball, because you get like nice blood action happening here.
And obviously a little for the eyeball in there.
Yep, of course. And then we pour. These glasses just look so nice. Sometimes like a balloon glass is classy but too big for your glass. I feel like this holds a more reasonable amount of liquid.
I just like how the ice ball sits in the center of it too.
Yeah, of course. And then also, so then we're going to smoke with the hickory smoke. And do a little pinch. Pinchy pinch. Look at this. Also, I like with this vessel of glass, you're going to see in a second.
I like how spooky it gets.
You're going to see that it like hovers.
Yeah.
Over the edge of the drink.
We're doing extra fancy here. We're getting real fancy in this piece.
We're going to do a little charred orange peel.
We thought the smoking was important not just for the aesthetic, but for the flavor. But like it adds that little spooky, like when I think of like a scary movie, it's like smoke on the water or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's always a mist in the
field.
Yeah,
it's like a mystery mist.
And Ryan's already drank half of it.
I don't know where it went.
You know what? If I were drinking this, I wouldn't even mind that I was a teenager about to get murdered.
I'd say, just let me finish this drink, please, before you do it. Maybe that's how you don't get murdered. You just make one for him, her.
Yeah, but like it's like in the end of Scott Pilgrim when he goes in to fight Nigga Scott, and then he comes out and he's like, actually, he's a really cool guy. We have a lot in common.
Yeah. Share a couple of cocktails, and that's that. So.
That's the secret to not getting murdered in a scary movie. Just make the bad guy a cocktail.
Yeah, that will be our Halloween series.
Bond over drinks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And your shared love of stabbing things.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Commit to the moment. So anyway, I hope everybody out there is having a very lucky Friday the 13th, and you'll have to let us know what you're doing to celebrate. Are you getting a tattoo? That's a big thing, Friday the 13th tattoos.
Oh, they do all the deals that
day. They do the $13 tattoo that usually is a $31 tip or something like. It's something like 1313 whatever, but I've tried multiple times to no success. Almost once, but
why? Because the
line just gets insanely long. But one time they did call me, but it was like so late at the end of the night. I was like, no, it's all right now. But so we'll see. Who knows? I don't have any plans right now to get any, but we'll see what happens. But you'll have to let us know what you're drinking because we're always curious. And of course, if you enjoyed any of this content and you'd like to support us in any way you can, we have our Patreon site. That is patreon.com/thebourbonstudy. I always say people on there keep us in our drinking habits. But we do some fun exclusive videos and tastings and fun stuff on there. And we've got some cool stuff in the planning going on over there as well. And if you liked the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That'll do it for us this time, though. Stay creepy, everybody.
Stay safe and don't step on any cracks.
You'll break your mama's back. Cheers.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.